Hey fishing friends, welcome back to the channel, your go-to spot for everything angling. Today we're diving deep into the fishing forecast for a very specific, and I might add, intriguing day, January 18th, 2026. Now many of you might think January is just for bundling up and dreaming of spring, but let me tell you, this day is shaping up to be quite special across different parts of the USA. We're going to break down exactly what to expect from the frosty north to the balmy south and give you the actionable tips you need to turn a slow winter day into a memorable catch. Stick around because you'll learn why this midwinter day could surprise you with some hot bites even during the new moon. For my ice fishing enthusiasts and those in areas with cold, open waters, yellow perch and crappie are your prime targets. These fish will be schooled up, seeking stable temperatures. Look for them in deeper basins, around submerged brush piles, old timber, or long distinct channel edges. Depths between 15 and 30 feet are often key, as perch love those muddy bottoms in deeper spots. If you're lucky enough to have open water during a warm spell, these same structures will hold them, as they're always looking for thermal comfort. Remember, their metabolism is slow in this cold water, so a slow, subtle presentation is crucial. For crappie, tiny jigs, often 1/32nd to 1/16th of an ounce tipped with a small minnow or a soft plastic grub, are absolute killers. For perch, small jigs tipped with maggots, bloodworms, or small minnows work wonders. A dead stick rig with a lively minnow can also be deadly. The trick is to mimic a lethargic, easy meal. Don't be afraid to keep your bait still for longer periods. Down south, where open water is the norm, largemouth bass are waking up. While January typically means slower action, a potential warm spell can really turn them on. Look for them picking up near the edge of grass lines, in deeper holes, and around flooded timber or rocky shorelines. Early mornings, especially when the sun hits the water, can be productive as they might move into shallower, slightly warmer areas. An early morning topwater or chatterbait bite can be decent. For a more consistent bite, try a weightless worm in those grass lines. If you're after a bigger fish, a heavy-weighted Texas rig or a big jig worked slowly through deep grass has been known to produce, and the key is a slow, methodical retrieve. These bass aren't going to chase a fast-moving bait in winter. For my saltwater buddies along the warmer Gulf and Atlantic coasts, redfish and sheepshead are your winter champions. Redfish will be concentrated in deeper channels, tidal creeks and along mangrove shorelines that catch the morning sun, warming the water by just a few degrees. Look for them cruising or tailing in just a few feet of water during incoming tides. Sheepshead, with their powerful bite, will be gathering around structure like docks, pilings, and artificial reefs. They're looking for those barnacles and other tasty morsels. For redfish, live or cut, shrimp, mud minnows, or a gold spoon retrieved slowly are excellent choices. For sheepshead, small pieces of shrimp, fiddler crabs, or barnacles on a small sharp hook are irresistible. Fish these baits directly on or very close to the structure where they're feeding. Now let's talk about the conditions for January 18th. As for weather, January is truly a mixed bag across the vastness of the USA. In the northern states, we're firmly in deep winter, meaning average daily temperatures from 14 to 28 degrees Fahrenheit, with nights dipping even lower. Expect strong possibilities of ice and snow. However, in the central regions, temperatures might hover between 25 and 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Down south, it's a completely different story, with highs potentially in the upper 60s or even 70s in Florida and parts of California. Atmospheric pressure tends to be more stable in winter compared to volatile spring and fall, but any sudden drops or rises can make fish finicky, causing them to hold deeper. Wind, if from the north, will bring colder air, further chilling exposed waters and pushing fish to deeper, more stable environments. Keep an eye on your local forecast for those precise wind shifts. Water temperatures will reflect the air. In the north, many freshwater bodies will be ice-covered, with under-ice temperatures just above freezing. In open water down south, lakes and rivers will be in the low 40s to high 30s Fahrenheit. Along the southern coasts, we're talking about much milder conditions with ocean temps in the mid-70s in Florida and upper 50s in Southern California. Colder water means fish metabolism is significantly slower. They're conserving energy, so don't expect them to chase baits aggressively. This is why slow, methodical presentations are key. On January 18th, 2026, we have a new moon. This means the moon's illumination will be 0%. In fishing folklore, the new moon can be a bit of a wild card. Some anglers believe fish might be less active, perhaps because they fed heavily during the brighter nights of the previous full moon, or they're conserving energy by staying deeper. However, a new moon also means darker nights, which can sometimes concentrate nocturnal feeders during crepuscular hours. My advice: don't let the new moon deter you. Focus on stable conditions and proven winter tactics. Overall, fish activity in mid-January is generally reduced due to the cold water and slower metabolism. However, this doesn't mean no bites. In the north, ice fishing for perch, crappie, walleye and pike can be excellent if you find the schools. In the south, species like redfish, sheepshead and even largemouth bass can be quite active, especially if there's a temporary warm spell or sunny conditions. The fish that are active will be seeking the warmest, most stable water they can find, often near deep structure or sun-warmed shallows. Considering the widespread cold in the north but the potential for warm pockets and active species in the south, it'd give the overall bite for January 18th, 2026 a medium to capricious rating. In ice fishing regions, it could be good if you hit the right spots, while in the warmer states, localized conditions will dictate a fair to good bite, especially for those targeting structure-oriented fish. The new moon might add a layer of unpredictability, but don't let it fool you. Determined anglers who adapt to conditions can still find success. So there you have it, my friends, your detailed forecast for January 18th, 2026. Whether you're drilling holes in the ice up north or casting into open water down south, remember to dress appropriately, stay safe, and enjoy every moment on the water. May your lines be tight and your coolers be full. From my experience, the fish that bite in winter are often the hardest earned and most rewarding. Now go out there and make some memories. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming forecasts and tips. And tell me in the comments below, what are your go-to winter baits and what's the most surprising winter catch you've ever had? Tight lines, everyone, and I'll see you next time.